This is the Lancer Locker Show on KYNT. Now, let's talk some Mount Marty University athletics with the coaches, as well as your host and the voice of Mount Marty University athletics, Tehl Tanner.
Another edition of the Lancer Locker. My name is Tehl Tanner. On a Monday, we're still talking basketball today, our final edition of our Senior Spotlight Series, where we're getting every single senior from the Mount Marty men's and women's basketball programs, and we spoke with all of them, all 10 of them, throughout the course of the last couple of weeks. We had our final four. Today, we talked with Matthew Becker, Lincoln Georgery, Aubrey Tweet, and Kiara Burnt. Those four athletes all on the Lancer Locker today. But first, let's go to our week in review as we talk about things. Started off with the basketball programs on Saturday. The Lancer basketball programs went to Orange City, played Northwestern College. Lancer women fall 78-58 final there. Eve Miller ended up with 16 points, 6 rebounds, leading the Lancers in the ballgame, along with 4 blocks as well for Eve. Lancers now 7-19 overall, 4-16 in conference. The Mount Marty men's basketball team also falls on the road, 90-67 final there. It was Cade Stearns leading in scoring, 17 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists for the senior. The Lancer men now 9-18 overall, 5-14 in conference. Talk about some other sports in our Lancer weekly recap. The Mount Marty Lancer baseball team kicked off their season in Omaha over the weekend. They played 4 games in 2 days against Mount Mercy University. It was MMU versus MMU. Spoiler alert, MMU won. The Mount Marty Lancers did win the weekend 3-1 over the Mustangs. The Lancers won both matchups on Saturday as they took Game 1, final score 7-1, and then a shutout in Game 2, 4-0, as the Lancers pitching staff threw a combined no-hitter. Mount Marty took the third game of the weekend Sunday afternoon, 4-0 as well. They did fall to the Mustangs in the series finale, 5-0. But this was the opening series of Mount Marty's 2023 season, and it ended up being the first, second, and third career victories for the new head coach of the program, Josh Tykrow. Congratulations, Coach Tykrow, on your very first wins as the head coach of the Lancers. Next up for the team will be a trip to Texas on Friday, February 17th. That is this Friday. Lancers will face Tabor College, 10 a.m., and Southwest Assemblies of God at 12:45. The Lancer indoor track and field teams hosted their last meet of the regular season on Saturday as well. Lancer athletes set 3 new school records and achieved 46 season bests during the Mount Marty Last Chance meet. 2 of those records were set by Callie Davis and Elena Clark. Davis posted a time of 25.95 seconds in the 200-meter dash, while Clark clocked in at 7.86 seconds in the 60-meter dash. Both women earned the top spot in their events for their performances. Next up for the Lancers is the GPAC Indoor Track and Field Championships. It'll be this Friday and Saturday, February 17th and 18th in Seward, Nebraska. Day 1 of the events will begin at 2 p.m., Day 2 getting started at 9 a.m. We'll have results of that next Monday. This is KYNT 102.1 FM, AM 1450. That's your week in review in Lancer Athletics. Let's go ahead and take a break here on the Lancer Locker now. When we return, we're speaking with our first of 2 sets of seniors, the Mount Marty men's basketball program. We're going to start it with Lincoln Georgery, Matthew Becker in the booth when we return. These interviews, by the way, all 4 of them, these interviews with these seniors, were recorded this last week right before the Northwestern game. I spoke with Georgery, Becker, and Burnt and Tweet all in the days leading up to that Northwestern game. So this was last week, the end of last week, when I was able to sit down with these athletes. Those interviews coming up next on KYNT.
Hello, here's to welcoming moments, big and small, embracing the unexpected, savoring life. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, ready for anything. We listen to your goals and help you achieve them with care and coverage. We'll move you forward through sickness and health and every milestone in between. Avera, moving health forward. Learn more at avera.org/forward.
What's the best beverage to enjoy while rooting on your team? 1919 root beer, of course. 1919 is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. The unique recipe and these choice ingredients make 1919 the creamiest, full-bodied draft root beer available. Find it in 12 packs and single-serve cans at grocery, convenience stores, and restaurants. 1919 is alcohol-free and contains no caffeine, making it a beverage of choice at any time for anyone in the family.
I used to vape to deal with stress, but I was stressed when I didn't use it. Had trouble focusing. Then I quit. Coach Nick had great tips. Really helped.
I thought vaping was safer than smoking, but I was still inhaling so many chemicals. Walking around the campus left me winded. It's not worth risking my health. Thanks to the Quit Line, I'm 3 months vape-free.
Use a Quit Line coach, and you are 2 times more likely to stay quit. There's no better way to quit. Make your quit stick. Call 1-866-SD-QUITS now. You're going to love your quit.
I'm Kevin Melm, store manager at Yankton's Lumberland. So interior design, we like to take the ordinary and make it extraordinary. People don't realize that taking a sofa and just by adding a rug, accessories, pictures, things of that nature to really make the room pop with maybe some color. It's absolutely free. So if you need help, we can draw out your room, sketch your room, come to your home, and it's a free service, absolutely.
Free interior design service at Yankton Slumberland, located at 2401 Broadway Avenue.
Purchasing a home in a competitive market can be frustrating. Having to make quick decisions is stressful. That's why it's important to be guided by an experienced real estate professional. I'm Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate, and as an agent with more than 15 years of experience, I'll guide you through the home buying process and give you information necessary to make the right decisions in your home search. Call me today at 664-5555.
Let's keep things rolling here on the Lancer Locker. My name is Tehl Tanner. Let's go ahead and bring in 2 seniors from the Mount Marty men's basketball program, Matthew Becker, Lincoln Georgie, now in the booth with me. It's good to talk with you guys today.
Good to talk to you, Tehl.
Good to be here.
Absolutely. Let's talk about future plans. First things first, as we get into this, we'll start with Becker here. Matt, you're from this area. You went to Hartington, is where you grew up, or come into Mount Marty for your college career. What is next for Matthew Becker?
So I have 2 more years of eligibility. I want to go and maybe do a grad transfer year or 2 and finish up, like get an MBA in finance or something like that. And this summer I interned at First Dakota and kind of got my feet wet in like ag loaning. So kind of want to do something along the lines of that.
What would that be entailing? What would your job be?
So basically I would be like trying to bring loans in for a bank. And specifically like ag related, so like real estate, if a farmer wanted to buy like land or something like that. So that's what I would be in charge of, I guess.
What's your major at Mount Marty?
Business management, finance, and administration.
Well, that goes right with it then, doesn't it?
Yep.
I guess that was on purpose. And you're graduating in spring this year?
Yep.
Perfect. Where do you want to live? If you could go anywhere, where do you want to be?
Honestly, I thought about like moving away for a little bit and then coming back. So, I don't know, long term, I guess I would like to be here, but short term, I kind of want to go out somewhere else for a while and see the world a little bit.
Absolutely. I did that when I left high school. I went over to college 8-9 hours away from where I grew up, and it was amazing. Just getting away for a little bit. Then you can always decide what you want to do, go back, go do anything else, stay at that place. It's amazing to experience new things. Is that what you're looking forward to?
Yeah, yep. Just meeting new people.
Meeting 2 people.
That's the main thing.
I love that. Let's turn our attention to Lincoln Georgie now. Lincoln, we'll talk about some of the same things. You're graduating in spring as well. What is your major?
My major is business administration, and I have an emphasis in banking and finance as well as management.
So similar fields for the 2 of you.
Yep.
And what do you want to do?
I'm still not really sure about that yet. I still have to do my internship, and I'm going to do that this summer so I can walk graduation in the spring and then do my internship and actually get my diploma and graduate in August. So that's kind of my plan with that, and I just kind of find something that I can do and see if I like that.
You're still working through what exactly you want to do. You have a general idea?
That's been my plan kind of since I started college, was I was just going to get a business degree and go kind of, because you can do a lot of things with that. So I just kind of went there, found the emphasis of that I liked with the banking and finance and the management, and just kind of try and find something in there to work and see if that's what I want to do long term.
Absolutely. 10 years down the road, where do you want to be? Dream job?
I don't even know, honestly. I think I got to get out there and get a little experience and just kind of see what I enjoy doing.
Fair enough. Well, let's talk about your careers as Lancers now. Both of you about to graduate. Becker, you're thinking about a grad transfer, so your playing career might not be done, but the time at Mount Marty may certainly be. Let's start with you and your favorite memory.
I kind of got a couple.
Good. Let's talk about them.
Probably the first game back last year. So the first game I think we played Graceland.
Yes.
That was the first game I actually got to play varsity, because the first 2 years I was here I was injured. So that was the first game back. And then any time in like at the locker room, just hanging out with the guys and just talking. It's a pretty good time.
That's awesome. So
you hear some pretty interesting things in there.
Oh, really? So what are some interesting things you hear? No, we can't do that.
Can't put me on the spot there.
Well, as we talk about those first games back, I think it was Spurgeon College, if I'm not mistaken, last season. What was the special moment of that game? What was it like stepping onto the floor in Simple Arena for the first time in varsity?
It was pretty nerve-wracking. I think I was shaking when I went in, but I got out there and made my first shot, and all the nerves went away. So it was pretty smooth sailing, I guess, from there.
Do you think that the nerves kind of go away once the game actually starts, you get going, or is it still a little bit?
I think once you just like get in, maybe even just like get a rebound or something like that, like it's just the pressure's off, I guess.
And then you just start focusing on the task at hand.
Yep.
Fair enough. Lincoln, let's talk with you. Favorite memory as a Lancer as you look back at your career?
I have a couple as well, just kind of on a similar note to Becker's. My first game that I played in here was against Briarcliff my first year, and just kind of going from my first year at Northern State, I redshirted, and then my second year I appeared in like 3 games, and then had back surgery and was out for the year. So it had kind of been going from high school to then 2 years of not really getting in-game time. That was kind of a very bittersweet moment to be able to get back on the court and kind of play again.
What was that kind of like? You're starting at Northern State, you have a major back surgery, and then you transfer to Mount Marty. Getting back on the court, kind of beating your demons almost, and getting to play basketball once again. What was that feeling like?
It was a big adjustment, kind of, just from, because like got hurt in December, had surgery in March, and couldn't do any activity till July there. So then coming in, I was a lot heavier than I am now, and kind of out of shape, because it was 6 months or 7 months of no activity. So just kind of it was a grind to kind of get back into it a little bit, but then that moment just felt so good to kind of like, this is why I worked for this. This is why I went through what I did, kind of thing.
Why did you want to come to Mount Marty in the first place?
I actually really just fell in love with the campus when I came and visited, because it was during COVID when I was transferring, kind of the lockdown stuff. So it was weird kind of getting on campus, and they got me on campus. And it just kind of, as soon as I was here, it just felt like where I wanted to be.
Let's keep talking about the careers that you guys have had, and moving on to the next step. Lincoln, we'll stay with you. What is the way that you want to be remembered as a teammate and your time here as a Lancer?
Honestly, I just want kind of people to remember how hard I worked, kind of the willingness to do whatever we needed to do to be successful. And I hope some of my teammates would be able to say that that's something I've done, because that's been kind of a goal of mine that I've had as long as I played sports, kind of thing.
That's a very good goal, to be remembered as a good teammate. Becker, we'll go with you.
I think mine's similar to Lincoln's, just super hardworking, always in the gym, and just if there's any problem on the team, like anybody can come and talk to me, like whenever they have issues or something like that. So.
Well, it's been a pleasure watching both of your careers. I'm going to go ahead and give you some time here as we talk about, the end of the career. This is truly the end of the line, an end of an era, and you're moving on to your next step. Has it really set in yet for the two of you that it is almost coming to a close?
For me, it kind of has, because I was sitting in my room the other day and I'm like, man, I really only have like a week left of basketball at Mount Marty, and that's crazy, because I've been here for all 4 years and just kind of seen like the program like build its way up to what it is now.
Lincoln, has it set in yet?
A little bit. Kind of actually on the bus ride last night was a little bit of it, where it was like we were going and we were on the way back, and it just kind of, someone said something like, "Guy, it doesn't feel like we lost by as much as we did tonight," kind of thing. And I just kind of reflected on that and was, well, I'm not going to let us playing bad ruin these moments with my teammates that are, after last night, I have one bus trip left with the guys.
Yeah.
Regular season. Like, just kind of one of those things where that kind of made it set in a little bit more.
I think on the bus ride back from Northwestern, that's when it's really going to hit. Because, like, that's the last time we're really, like, it's different when you're on a bus with a team, like, that you spent, like, this amount of time with. Like, it's just different.
I'm going to go ahead and give you both some time now, right at the end of this, to thank your supporting group that has been behind you, and a final message to Lancer fans. We'll start with you, Becker. Final message to the people that have supported you along the way.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks to everybody, like all the coaches that I've had throughout the years, players that I've met along the way, anybody that's come to a game. I want to especially thank my parents for just being there through everything with me. It's been quite a ride, but yeah, thanks just for everything.
Lincoln?
Honestly, I just want to say how much I love Mount Marty. It's a great place. All the faculty, the professors, the people in the community, the students, everyone. It's just such a tight-knit community, and I'm so thankful to have had that in my life.
Well, I appreciate you both coming in and talking with me today. It has been a pleasure to watch your careers over the last couple of years that I've been here, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys do next. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank
you.
This is the Lancer Locker on a KYNT. Let's go ahead and take a break. Come back in a couple minutes.
Are you ready to take home the country's best chicken? This is Annie at Yankton Pizza Ranch. Our chicken is hand-breaded daily, crispy on the outside, and juicy on the inside. If you're feeding the entire family or planning the perfect party, order from your locally owned Yankton Pizza Ranch on Broadway or give us a wing at 665-1222.
It's where life tastes better. Surround them up and head her down to the Pizza Ranch. Whoa, that's good.
This sports season, keep your athlete hydrated with sparkling ice. Choose from a rainbow of colors and flavors, each sourced from nature with vitamins, antioxidants, and zero sugar. Sparkling ice. Tease your taste buds with tropical flavor. And rehydrate with Prime Hydration. The perfect combination of flavor and function, changing how you refresh, replenish, and refuel. With 5 awesome flavors and no added sugar, you're getting the taste you want without anything you don't. Prime Hydration, the perfect boost for every endeavor.
At Triple Time Rudy's, you get convenient access to quality fuel products. Plus, you'll also find quality South Dakota products like Dimmock cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. With a local-friendly feel and unique product offering, Triple Time Rudy's is your local convenience store that supports schools and events and provides fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers. For all of your daily fill-ups and convenience needs, pull into Triple Time Rudy's at 17th and Broadway.
United Way of Greater Yankton uplifts individuals and families with measurable programs that deliver long-term results. United, they confront the struggles, helping create pathways out of poverty, provide access to critical healthcare services, and offer opportunities for youth and adults to reach their full potential. You can help by making a donation at yanktonunitedway.org/give or by texting Yankton to 41444 today.
Heart disease is the leading cause of death for men and women in the U.S., causing a quarter of all deaths annually. With February designated as American Heart Month, the Yankton Medical Clinic reminds you to be proactive when it comes to your heart health. See your provider to discuss your risk for heart disease and preventative steps that are right for you. Don't let yourself or your loved ones become a victim of heart disease. Call the Yankton Medical Clinic for an appointment today. So much care, so close to home.
All right, we're back in the Lancer Locker here. My name is Tehl Tanner. Let's go ahead and keep it rolling with our final edition of our Senior Spotlight Series. We've talked with 8 of the Mount Marty seniors so far. Let's bring in the final 2. Kiara Burnt, Aubrey Tweet. It's good to have you both in the studio with me today. It's good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, let's talk about your careers and some future plans now as we get rolling. We'll start with you, Kiara, as we talk about what's kind of next for you. First off, what is your major and what do you want to do with it?
I'm a radiology technologist major, so basically I take x-rays and ultrasounds and CTs, MRIs, all that. I still have another year of school, so I'm coming back to Mount Marty next year, and I'll graduate in May. I think for my future plans, I want to move to Sioux Falls and work at Sanford, because my mom works there, so...
Absolutely. And you told me this before we got on the mic, but you still technically have a year of eligibility left with the COVID year. So no decision yet, but there's a chance.
There is a chance. Yes.
There's a chance. We love that. There is a chance.
Yes.
Lancer fans, there's a chance. We'll go to you, Aubrey, now. Eligibility is done, and you are graduating, correct?
Correct.
Well, let's talk about your future plans after Mount Marty then. First off, what is your major, and what do you want to do with it?
Well, I'm an exercise science major, and I'm pre-PT, so I'm planning on applying to Augustana to go to grad school there for physical therapy. And I hope to get a good career in that, and I would like to stay in the Midwest area probably the next 10 years, but maybe move a little out of South Dakota, get some experience somewhere else. But I hope to be working with a sports team or any kind of like industry like that.
So what do you love about the Midwest that you want to stay in the Midwest?
Just close to family. All my family lives here, and I don't know what I would do without them. So
Now, when I talked with Elena Berglund, she told me she was pressuring you to move in with her up in Sioux Falls. Is that still happening?
yes, hopefully it will.
Awesome. All right, well, let's continue to talk about your careers. We'll keep it with you, Aubrey, as we talk, taking now a look back. Your favorite memory at Mount Marty?
Oh, gosh. I think it has to be at the Pentagon 2 years ago, the classic we have there every year. We play 2 games there over the weekend, and 2 years ago when I was a sophomore, I was working on some of my post moves, so I thought I had it down pretty good by then, and I dribbled in, went to do a turnaround, little fadeaway, and didn't have enough legs on it. I airballed a 7-footer by about 5 feet, so I'd say that's probably one of the funniest memories we have, and we still laugh about it to this day.
I can just see Kiara Burnt, for those of you, that is just dying laughing over here, trying very hard to keep it quiet. So this is a funny memory for you as well.
Yeah, you could just see the whole bench in the background of the video. We're all jumping, and when she airballs it, we all just sit down very quietly.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
That's those funny memories that you'll remember, though.
Yep.
Well, that's certainly an embarrassing but very fun memory. What are some other fun memories?
I think one that we always like is everybody taking charges. I think that's just one of our best ones. Like, everybody gets so hyped for that, and I love taking charges, so we always get a good reaction out of that.
I got to tell you, our Jeff Erickson here, the PA guy at Mount Marty, he also runs our Totally Yankton morning show here on KYNT. And he told me a joke a little while ago that he's scared that one day he's just going to be driving home in his car, and out of nowhere, here comes Aubrey Tweed, takes a charge on the car, and he's going to get a penalty for it. And I think that is just hilarious. Just out of nowhere. I needed you to hear that.
Better watch out. It could happen. You never know.
All right, Kiara, as we talk about you, your favorite memories as a Lancer, and none that can be embarrassing towards Aubrey. We've established that already. We've done that one.
They're all towards Aubrey. Oh, man. I think my favorite is when I'm shooting in the corner during warm-ups or something, and I hit the top of the corner, and it bounces up to the wires on the rim, and everyone just stops shooting and just looks at me, and I'm going to go back to the bench. It's okay. I don't need to warm up.
Oh, man. So it's just those little funny things that you can always remember.
Yeah,
both of all 3 of the memories that you guys have said has all been very team-oriented. So it's all really about just appreciating your teammates, it really seems like.
Yes.
Yeah. What's that kind of been like, the bond over the last couple of years that you've been able to develop with your teammates?
It's always different year to year, because right when we get in from the summer, we all don't know each other. And we all just kind of stare at each other. But as season goes on, like, we grow closer, and we can tell each other anything and make fun of whoever at any point in time, and everyone laughs. Sometimes people get upset, but then 30 seconds later they come back and they're like, okay, that was pretty funny.
Fair enough. Let's talk about some more future plans and kind of the ways that you look back at this time. This is how we just talked about how you look back at your time. How do you want people to look back at your time at Mount Marty? Aubrey, how do you want to be remembered as a teammate?
I just want to be remembered as someone who always worked hard and tried to give the best advice to her teammates, and just wanted the best for everybody, no matter the outcome of the game.
Kiara, same question. How do you want to be remembered as a teammate?
I think I want to be remembered by the person that tries to hype people up when they do something good or do something bad, or just that switch of emotion.
Just the switch of emotions. So as we talk about the emotions, it's got to be coming down to the wire right now. At this point in time where we are recording this is actually Friday afternoon. Still yet to play Northwestern. You've got a few games left on the schedule. Has it set in yet that the career is really coming to a close? We'll start with you again, Aubrey.
I don't think it's really going to hit me until the last game or even the week after that because, I mean, this has been...
The first day that you wake up and don't go to practice?
Yeah, exactly. Like, basketball's been part of my life since I can remember, so I don't think it's going to hit me that it's over till I'm not playing anymore. So.
I got you. Kiara, is it starting to set in for you?
Yeah, it definitely is because I know that the other seniors are going to leave and I'm still going to be here. And I've talked about it quite a bit with like Hannah Muth and Bertram because we talked about next year. I'm like, oh my gosh, the people I came to Mount Marty with aren't going to be here anymore. So, yeah, it's definitely setting in.
Well, let's talk about, the ending of the era as we now give you both a little bit of time to thank your supporting group, your support staff, and the people that have been there for you the entire time. We'll start with you, Kiara. Is there any final message that you want to give out to Lancer fans?
Well, first I want to thank my parents because they come to almost every Mount Marty game, and they're always there whether I play good or not. I get a few bad compliments from them, but then at the end of the day I know that like they come to support me. And then to the Lancer community, I just want to thank everybody for always coming to the games and cheering us on no matter how we're doing or where it's at. They always come.
Well, thank you for your time today, Kiara. It was a pleasure watching your career. There's a chance that it's not over, and I'm one of those that is hopeful it's not. But if it is, congratulations on an amazing career.
Thank you.
Go to you now, Aubrey. Final thoughts on your career, a final thank you, and a final message to Lancer fans.
I just really want to thank my parents and grandparents. No matter if they came to the game or watched online, they were always supporting me and would text me after or talk to me after the game. So it was always nice to know that they always supported me and wanted the best for me. As for the fans, I am really appreciative of how often they would show up to the games, and no matter what, like we'd have a good game or a bad game, everybody always tell you did a good job, and that just really keeps you motivated to keep playing and keep trying hard. And all the people that made food for us and would bring stuff to us, it was just, we really all appreciate it very much.
A lot of post-game cookies and brownies, I've noticed.
Oh, yes.
Well, thank you very much for your time today, Aubrey. It was a pleasure watching your career over the past couple years. I look forward to what you do next.
Thank you.
This is KYNT, the Lancer Locker. That's going to do it for our program today. Let's go ahead and take a break. We'll be back to wrap things up in a couple minutes.
We were founded on innovation and a passion to help our customers. This is Chris Sawtell at Aztec in Yankton. We also want our employees to thrive and succeed every day. Our core values are more than something we list on a wall. We live them every day. We have openings in a variety of departments, sign-on bonuses up to $2,000, immediate benefits like retirement savings, paid holidays, bonus earnings, tuition reimbursement, and more. Build your career with the group that's built to connect from rock to road. Stop by for a walk-in interview or click on careers at aztecindustries.com.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. CoreTrust helps your business thrive with checking, online bill pay, small business loans, credit card processing, local approval and support for government grants and loans, investments to grow your hard-earned assets, and insurance to protect them. All from CoreTrust, the community bank that's right down the street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
Don't just bank, be an explorer. Here at Explorers Credit Union, we do banking differently. As a not-for-profit, member-owned credit union, we know that financial wellness isn't a destination, it's a journey. We're here to help you set goals and reach them with the financial tools, expertise, and support you need. If you're looking for better rates on your loans and local service from your friends and neighbors, Explorers Credit Union has you covered. Learn how we can help your financial journey at explorerscu.com.
When you need to be sure, make it SureCo. Smart Trailer from SureCo is still the most complete line of electric accessories for your grain trailer. Smart accessories such as the 4500 Series HD electric tarp, Pro Trap, and Auto Trap electric hopper doors, and the Drive Max Auger Drive Kit from SureCo both offer convenience and peace of mind for operators. When only the best will do, give us a call at 1-800-474-8756 or find us online at SureCo.com. Make it SureCo.
beef, pork, seafood, poultry, and more. All at the Meat Lodge in Yankton. Get top quality meats at great prices. They have specialty items like lamb, brisket, mahi-mahi, crab legs, and lobster. They even have non-meat options like Dimmick cheese, pickled items, seasonings, and sauces. For your convenience, you can call and order curbside pickup or order online at meatlodge.com. The Meat Lodge in Yankton, on the way to the lake on Highway 52.
Let's finish things up here on the Lancer Locker. One final segment here. Let's talk about our upcoming schedule after we thank these athletes for coming in today. All four of the athletes we just spoke to. Amazing people. I enjoyed my talk with them. I am truly looking forward to what's next for this entire group of seniors, as this does now finish up our Senior Spotlight series. Next up for the Lancer basketball programs, home games versus Doane, Wednesday evening, 6 p.m. start time. We've got coverage right here on KYNT and KYN-TV from the Simple Arena. This is the final game of the season for the Mount Marty men's program. The women's program does have one more game. They will play the College of St. Mary on Saturday. This is their second to last game of the season. Last doubleheader of the year for sure, though, is Wednesday evening. Simple Arena, come out and support the Mount Marty Lancers. Next week on the Lancer Locker, we're speaking with the two head coaches of the programs, Coach Othier and Coach Bertram, to come in with a season recap and their thoughts of how the seasons went. That one's going to be a fun one next week right here on the Lancer Locker. Let's go to some other sports as well and the upcoming week of Lancer athletics. First off, the Lancer baseball team, a 3-1 weekend in their last time out over Mount Mercy. They will be playing February 17th, facing Tabor College at 10 a.m. in Texas, and then Southwest Assemblies of God, 12:45 p.m. on the 17th. That is this Friday. The Lancer indoor track and field programs next meet. It's the GPAC Indoor Track and Field Championships this upcoming weekend, Friday, Saturday in Seward, Nebraska. That's going to be big. We'll have a recap on Monday. This is KYNT 102.1 FM, AM 1450, the Lancer Locker. It has been a fun time being in the booth once again. I will see you all Wednesday night versus Doane in the Simple Arena.